Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday. So you can adjust your own sails. I woke up this morning with a headache, which I still have. And one of those mornings when you wake up and you're just feeling a bit blah. Sometimes I have these mornings. I get out of bed and my brain just goes to thinking, can't wait to get back into bed tonight. So that's a pretty helpful thought to be aware of, because when I noticed I was thinking like that, I was able to stop and go, right, okay, this day might need a little bit of a different twist from you to get through it positively. And I'm very blessed at the moment because I have a child who's getting hours up for their learner's permit, and we both happen to be fairly free on Fridays, and today was one of those days where we were able to take a drive down to lovely Australian garden in Cranbourne and go for a walk. So just get outside with nature, leave the phones. Didn't even take the phone on the walk with me. Get away from the computer and the housework and report writing and everything else that needs to be done, and just have some recharge time. So this is one of the ways that mindfulness helps us with emotional resilience. Now, when we're aware of what we're thinking, we can then do something. We can adjust the sails. Instead of going the way we were planning on going, we just change things up a bit. So I'm going to continue with choosing one of the cards from the Emotional Resilience pack. I don't know which one it'll be, probably not that one. And shuffle them around a bit and see what we come up with. We're actually got through quite a bit of the pack. All right, so here we go. Let's have a look. Exercise. Well, isn't that interesting? That's exactly what I did today. Now, it wasn't vigorous exercise, but it was movement. And interestingly, I had this conversation with this child in regards to pedometers and how useful they are, and how really, counting 10,000 steps doesn't do anything. It doesn't tell you a lot about the types of exercise you're doing. But what it does do is provide some sort of external motivation. It's a baseline. It's something we can easily monitor, and we can quite easily pick up some of those steps. So, yeah, it doesn't give us a huge amount of detail, but, some people can find them very helpful. I don't wear mine all the time. On some days I go, yep, I'm wearing it today and I'm going to set the challenge. So I'm wondering, I'm curious, maybe if you've used one of those apps or certain measuring devices, like I have a Fitbit, you might want to pop that in the comments and let us know whether you find it useful. All right, so the other things on this card: move your body, definitely. Your brain needs 30 minutes of exercise daily. Walk, run, energize yourself. Find an exercise you enjoy and try smiling as you exercise. Really great tips on that card. Move your body. Our mind and body are connected. We can talk about them as separate entities, which can be useful for explaining things, but they're one and the same. I'm sitting here. Here's my mind and here's my body. They're not two separate things. Hi Jen, thanks for joining us. Just talked about a lot of things actually. You might find it interesting to listen to what I have been rabbiting on about. But the card we picked today is exercise, and it's so beneficial to our mental health and our mental resilience. And for me, I knew today when I woke up feeling like I wanted to hop straight back into bed, exercise was the key. And so being able to get out and move my body, re-energize my brain. Because it says here, your brain needs 30 minutes of exercise. So not your body, your brain. And once again, that's the connection. The other great thing exercise does, particularly outside exercise, it helps set our circadian rhythm and tells us that we're actually living a day. So when it comes to the end of the day and we want to go to sleep and we need to go to sleep, we know we've had a day and we're physiologically ready for sleep. So Jen's gone, started the week off planning exercise and failed. Oh, that's a big word. Oh, I wonder what got in the way of exercise. There are so many things that can get in the way. I was meant to go and exercise last night at 7:30 and we didn't eat tea till 7. So that was just not going to happen. It's never too late, and that's what I was saying about the pedometers. If you look at the steps on the pedometer and go, I've only done 1,000 steps. How about I just try another 1,000, get out and walk around the block, even up and down the stairs at home. But you've quite often seen me walking up and down and around the block to get the steps up. A new habit, yeah. Well, new habits are hard. New habits are really difficult to form. And we know that it's rubbish that it takes 21 days to start a new habit. Some habits can take a year, and some we start and then come back to. The great thing is not to be too hard on yourself with exercise, because it's one of those really tough things. And just to wake up the next day and start afresh, because every little bit we do helps. It all helps. And I've got a lot written actually on my Facebook page, and I've got a group which I ran a little while ago about 7 steps to changing your habits. So if you're interested, you're more than welcome to access that group and have a look at the files, and there's some vlogs in there as well about things that you may find helpful, but just let me know and I'm happy to invite you into that group. All right, so try smiling as you exercise was the other thing on the card. If it's not something you enjoy, then it's really hard to keep up. So I'm going to leave it there, but I'll just leave it with this thing. If you've done no exercise today, that's fine. Get up now. Put a song on. Actually, I was playing a song as I came on Spotify, and it's one of my favourite to dance to. So Jen, have you got a Spotify track? You can even make one up that has movement songs on it. And it was This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, and that gets me up and moving about and makes me feel wonderful. All right, doesn't have to be on and on for hours to make a difference to your mood and get that energy level up. Thanks for joining me, Jen. Have a great Friday, and hopefully you'll get time to move on the weekend. Okay, bye for now.